good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Great Bend Batcat Baseball, a special matinee version this afternoon here at Al Burns Memorial Field in Great Bend. This afternoon, it's the Great Bend Batcats taking on the Junction City Brigade. Scott Hogan with you on a warm, muggy, sunny afternoon here in Great Bend as the Batcats look to get back on track. They are 14-10 overall, 13-8 in conference play after getting swept in the two-game series against the Derby Twins, falling last night 13-9 in Derby. As right now they are 3 games behind the Monarchs, but they're now in 4th place, a half a game behind the Aviators and a game and a half behind the Twins, who have moved into 2nd place. And then right on the heels of the Batcats, 12-10 and 14-10 overall, is today's opponent, the Junction City Brigade, who shut out the Cannons last night. An impressive 9-0 win at home. So the Batcats will turn to Tyler Clements this afternoon on the mound. And Junction City will have Joey Ruler throwing on the mound today. He has thrown just an inning, has Ruler. So we will see what he brings to the table. And can Tyler Clements get the Batcats back on track here this afternoon on One Oak, Sarge's Saloon, and Spread Catering Day. Those are all 3 of our great sponsors as the crowd continuing to come in again for this matinee affair between the Brigade and the Batcats. The Batcats won the first 2 meetings this year, 10-8 and 8-5 against Junction City. So looking to try to go to 3-0 on the season. So without further ado, let's turn our attention towards our pregame chat with head coach Roger Ward. Again, if you're watching and at any time you see the stream go down, just be patient. We've had some internet issues throughout the year. I will create a new broadcast and get it back up as quickly as we can. So be patient and it will come back up. So here is our pregame chat with our head coach, Roger Ward. We welcome you into our pregame chat with head coach Roger Ward. Coach, a couple of tough losses against the Derby Twins, and you're right in the middle of the pack with today's opponent, the Brigade, the Twins, and the Aviators just right ahead of you. So it's one of those games starting today. You really need to get on a roll and pick up some victories.
Well, pretty much every game's a playoff game at this point, and we're all bunched up. And we've got a pretty heavy slate in front of us. 2 with Junction, then a day off, and then 7 days in a row against Hutch, the Cannons, and Hayesville. So we're going to see how we come out of this. And I have a feeling that we're going to keep playing good ball. It's not like we're not playing good or playing hard. We just haven't won. It's been one of those things like last night was the pitching. Obviously, we scored enough runs to win, but we didn't. So you got to regroup and come out the next day, and hopefully we can get it going.
Yeah, last night I think it was 10 walks, 3 hit batsmen. So you turn to somebody, Tyler Clements, who typically really pounds the zone. If you hit him, you hit him. A lot of times they don't. He's got a great, 4-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio.
Yeah, and that's one thing I'm really not concerned about. I mean, and weird things happen, but I feel like he's going to at least be in the zone, give us an opportunity to make plays behind him. And, if we keep swinging it like we have, we should be fine. We are minus a guy or 2. Peanut, he's hurt. He had a big night last night and was really seeing the ball well, but he's got a bad hamstring and he just can't go. And I don't know how long it's going to be, but other guys are just going to be there to pick him up and we'll just keep on chugging.
Well, you welcome Tony Moore back into the lineup. Like you said, when he missed a few games, he had really started to see the ball and the bat was coming around. So you're really hoping that continues.
Yeah. It was unfortunate that when he left, he was getting hot. And a lot of times, baseball is the repetition and just staying in a groove. But to his credit, he was here early today swinging, after his absence. He was the first one here, actually, and we're going to put him back in there. And like Coach Pomeroy and Dobbins and I were talking, hopefully he picks up where he left off.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you. Have a good call. Get us a win.
That's it, Coach Roger Ward getting his team ready for the Junction City Brigade this afternoon as we're waiting the national anthem. So let's take a look at your Victory Barbershop starting lineups for the Junction City Brigade. Gannon White, the right fielder, will lead off. Batting second is Chad Pantuso. He'll be at third base. Left fielder Gabe Yonto bats third. Your cleanup hitter, familiar name, the DH, it's Kyler Horseman. Peyton Fergens, the shortstop, bats fifth. Batting sixth and behind the plate for the Brigade is Eli Kellogg. Braden Harpole will play first base and bat seventh. Batting eighth is Sawyer Tolk. He'll be at second base, and rounding out the batting lineup for the Junction City Brigade is the center fielder, Ian Luce. And again, Joey Ruler will be on the mound, has thrown just an inning so far this summer. No runs, no hits. He struck out two. He walked one in that one inning played. And the batting lineup, Victory Barbershop batting lineup for your Great Bend Batcats. Carson Umphris, the center fielder, will lead off. Batting second is Kyle Walker. He'll be at second base. TJ Shaw bats third. He'll be the shortstop. And batting cleanup today, Andrew Yee. He's at first base. Elias Leone will bat fifth. He'll be in right field today. Luke Nohenick will DH and bat sixth. Tony Moore, welcome back to the lineup. He'll be at third base, bat seventh. Batting eighth is the left fielder, Caleb Cowan. Behind the plates, rounding out the batting lineup for the Batcats is J.J. Fontana, and Tyler Clements is on the mound. He's thrown 22 and a third innings this summer, giving up 17 runs on 19 hits, struck out 24 while walking just 6. Well, again, as you heard Coach Ward refer to Peanut Brazel hamstring injury, he is out. Do not know how long he will be out. Of course, Deacon Pomeroy is gone for the summer. He had to report to Oklahoma State. So Batcats a little bit shy on numbers due to injuries and players needing to leave. So we're going to take a break for the national anthem. We'll be back with your first pitch as you're watching Great Bend Batcat Baseball. And welcome back to our Batcat pregame show. Scott Hogan with you this afternoon. Warm, muggy, and just a light breeze today. It's in the low 90s, high humidity, under partly cloudy skies. We got a southeast wind, which is kind of going to blow across the diamond from right field to the left field corner. So maybe have a little bit of help. You get one in the air too at left field this afternoon. And again, it is our triple sponsor today, One Oak, Sargis Saloon, and Spread Catering. As Tyler Clements will work through his pre-gamer routine as we get ready for our first pitch. Our next home game will be coming up on Thursday as that really busy stretch begins for the Batcats. Probably going to tell the tale on their postseason aspirations. Free meals will be starting at 6:30 on a Thursday. At 7 o'clock, it'll be the league-leading Hutch Monarchs here in town to challenge the Batcats. Tomorrow, the Batcats go to the Brigade, get Tuesday off. And they go to the Monarchs, host the Monarchs, and at the Cannons get a day off. And then next Sunday, our second matinee in a row, they'll play the Cannons here at 3 o'clock a week from today. As Gannon White will lead things off. He's hitting .344 this summer. Couple of doubles. He's knocked in a 7. He hits lefty, good speed. Always a threat to put down a bunt. And our first pitch was at 3:03 is strike one. And that one will miss just outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. So it's Gannon White, Chad Pantuso, Gabe Yanto here in the first. There was the show it a bunt, and a great pitch is not given the nod. It's 2-1. Like that clip outside corner, but didn't get the go ahead from the umpire. So it's a 2-1 pitch. And off-speed pitch out in front of it, a little chopper foul from White. It's 2-2. As the Batcats go with the black jerseys today. White pants, Brigade in the orange jerseys, gray pants. 2-2 is in the dirt for ball 3. And back breaking pitch. So first batter of the game goes full. And Clements with the payoff, gets the swing and a miss. Came back and challenged him with the fastball. And there's one away for Chad Pantuso. He's hitting .365. 4 doubles. He's homered once and driven in 16. And this one is belted to deep left field. Back to the fence and running out of room. It falls in fair play. Caleb Cowan gets it back in. It's a long 1-out double for Pantuso. He was looking for fastball and got it on the first pitch. And the Brigade, the runner in scoring position, 1 down for Gabe Yanto, the left fielder. Yanto batting .282. Double, a triple, and a homer. He's driven in 20. Second left-handed batter in the lineup. Fastball in there, strike 1, and they need to keep an eye. Pantuso was way off of second base. He's got Fontana behind the plate. Pitch tails down and away to Yanto. It's 1-1. Very nice when the clouds will cover up the sun a little bit. As there is Clements faking out to second. Clements with the 1-1. That'll be fouled back and out of play for strike 2. Those were Jim Lowe Glass foul balls. It's a 1-2 count. Runner at second, 1 down for the Brigade, top of the first. And Clements again will get the runner back to second. Clements with the 1-2. Making pitch in the dirt. Fontana able to keep it in front of him. Wanted to check the field umpire for a potential swing. They asked him, he didn't say anything. So it's 2-2. Did not look like he went around. 2-2 is just outside. So the second batter in the inning has gone full and 3 batters. Clements with the payoff. Sprayed out of play, left side. Kyler Horstman, the DH, will bat next. In a back cap from a season ago, Horstman is still a Barton Cougar. Runner moving on ball 4 and a throw down. Tag was on him and got him. Nice job on both ends. It was a one hopper from Fontana and Moore. Great job to snag it and get the tag down. So you get the base on balls for Yonto, but caught stealing. And you'll take that every time. So now you got a runner now just at first base with 2 away. For the DH, Kyler Horstman, hitting .275 this summer. 5 doubles, 4 home runs. He's driven in a team high 30. Take strike 1 on this occasion. He did homer here in the earlier matchup. And there you got a throw to second, and you had him with a good throw. It was in the dirt and a one hopper. Walker couldn't quite handle it. So now another runner in scoring position for Horstman. 1 strike. Slider is outside. Trickled away from Fontana. Yonto stays at second. Good crowd continuing to come in. Clements with the 1-1. Popped out of play right side. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down, a runner at second, top of the first. No score. Clements comes in, pretty slider, called strike 3. And that does retire the side. No runs on 1 hit and 1 left. 2 strikeouts for Tyler Clements will send us to the home half of the first. No score, the Batcats and the Brigade. You're watching Great Bend Batcat Baseball. Bottom of the first, no score. Carson Empress, Kyle Walker, TJ Shaw coming up for the Backcats. Again, just one inning thrown for Joey Ruler on the hill here, the lefty for the Brigade, as Carson Empress hitting 279 will lead off. And he takes a strike at the knees. Empress a double, a couple of home runs. He's driven in 5. And this pitch just missing low. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. And Ruler misses inside. 2-1 on a couple of close pitches. And back inside, and this time gets the nod. And we'll look further inside than the previous pitch, but it's 2-2. And either down or in, and it's 3-2. Our umpires are Ben Ketley and Garrett Ketley. And the wind and the payoff pitch pulled towards the third base dugout.
Charge! Come on, Faye, help me out.
Umphris ready. Here comes his second payoff pitch. And it's low, ball 4. It'll be sponsored by Great Bend Recreation Commission. Good start for the Backcats. We'll bring to the plate Kyle Walker. Walker batting .319 for the summer. Got 4 doubles, couple of triples. He's homered and driven in 14. Again, you have to be careful with the lefty on the mound with a good move. And strike 1 to Kyle Walker. Interesting, you can look at the infield. Fergens, the shortstop, is way over towards the bag. There's a monster hole on the left side. Now the 1 strike pitch, slider. Oh, I thought he was squaring up to still a strike 2. It's actually ball 1. He faked me out. Now a toss over to first. Umphris will dive back in. Now Ruler with the 1-1 pitch in the dirt. Kellogg able to take a look down at first and keep Umphris there. 2 balls, 1 strike. And Umphris, the leadoff walk at first base. With TJ Shaw waiting in the on-deck circle. And a high chopper foul. Dribbles over towards the third base dugout. Well, it's a 2-2 count, and you're pretty sure that Walker's looking at the same gaping hole on the left side of that infield as we are. He's a very good hitter going the other way. So it counts 2-2. Humphreys a little better lead. And slider called strike 3. And will be out number 1, strikeout number 1 for Joey Rudler. Bring it. TJ Shaw hitting .343. 4 doubles, 3 homers. He's knocked in 18. Ground ball up the middle, could be 2. Fergens flips to second, over to first. It's a 6-4-3 double play. And that will end the inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left. Scoreless after 1. You're watching a Great Bend Batcat baseball. Top of the second, no score. The Brigade and the Batcats. Peyton Fergens, Eli Kellogg, Braden Harpole coming up for the Brigade. Shortstop Peyton Fergens, a .337 hitter. 6 doubles. He's homered once, and he's driven in 20. And a so far very heavy lefty lineup. This is the 3rd. And a fly ball to left, pretty well hit. Cowan back and makes the catch. Nice running catch by Caleb Cowan. 1 pitch in, 1 out. And brings to the plate the catcher, Eli Kellogg. We're getting .390 with 4 doubles, a homer, and he's knocked in 10. Again, partly cloudy sky. Sun keeps kind of coming in and out. And first pitch swinging. This is hit well to center. Humphreys got a good jump on it and makes the catch just short of the warning track. So 2 pitches, 2 outs. Now it'll be Braden Harpole, the first baseman, hitting .246. 3 doubles, and he's knocked in 15. First pitch is down the pipe for strike. That was a quick sign accepted, and fastball is up top. 1 ball, 1 strike. And it's Fontana calling the signals behind the plate today. Backdoor slider called strike 2. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Moore at third, Shaw at short, Walker at second, Yee at first, Cowan in left, Humphreys in center, and Leone in right. 1-2. Swing and a miss on the beer batter today. And that is a quick 1-2-3 inning. for the Batcats in the field. So we'll head to the bottom half of the second. No score. Batcats and the Brigade as you're watching Great Bend Batcat baseball. Bottom half of the second inning, the Brigade and the Batcats are scoreless. Andrew Yee, Elias Leone, and Luke Nohenick coming up for the Batcats again here on One Oak, Sargis Saloon, and Spread Catering afternoon. Is Andrew Yee hitting 196 on the summer. Couple of doubles, 3 homers, 12 RBIs. He has been the last week and a half starting to see and hit the ball better. See if he can get things started here in the second. As that fastball down and away for ball 1. Ruler had a strikeout and a walk in the first inning. It induced a inning-ending double play ball. This is fouled out of play right side. And just behind one car and in front of another. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nearly a Jim Lowe glass call there. Now Ruler is 1-1. Got him a swing and a miss out in front of the breaking pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Looking fastball away. Went back with the breaking pitch. Back-to-back swings and misses. That'll be the strikeout and out number 1. Bringing to the plate Elias Leone. Hitting an even 300. 6 doubles, couple homers. He's driven in 18 and will bat righty. Typically, he's up there against right-handed pitchers. He's a switch hitter. Gets the start against the lefty today. Good cut and fouls it straight back. Need to visit with Elias, see which side he prefers, which side maybe he feels like he hits for more power from. And now another breaking pitch is starting to be a tough pitch on the Batcats. There's another swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Luke Nohenick will be next. Two-strike pitch. Fastball is outside. And Ruler not on the roster that we have. And we'll let you know where he's going to school if I could. And this is just his second appearance. Leone fouls one out of play. It stays 1-2. Leone, like Peanut Brazel from Temple College. Mentioned Brazel out with a hamstring today. 1-2, little pop up into shallow right field. Tolk out from second base has got it for out number 2. And it'll bring to the plate Luke Nohenick, the DH today. Nohenick has got his average over 400. He's hitting 404. 3 doubles. He's driven in 11. Breaking pitch. And it's a little chopper foul of third for strike 1. So Ruler trying to face the minimum through 2 innings. And he did walk Humphreys to lead the game off, but got a double play ball. One strike pitch is outside for ball 1. Need to get your defense set here if we have a chance in the second for the Brigade. One breaking pitch foul back. It's 1-2. So you got Kellogg behind the plate, Pantuso at third, Fergens at short, Tolk at second, Porpole at first, Yanto in left, Luce in center, and White is in right. One-two offering. Check swing. That was out and away. He did not go. He didn't. So it's 2-2. Some pretty good tailgating again today out in left field. Foul tipped and caught for the strikeout. And again, through 2 innings, Ruler has faced the minimum and struck out 3 Batcats. We'll head to the third. No score, the Batcats and the Brigade. You're watching Great Bend Batcat Baseball. Top of the third inning, no score between the Brigade and the Batcats. Sawyer Tolk, Ian Luce, Gannon White coming up for Junction City. Sawyer Tolk, the second baseman, is going to lead things off. He's hitting .231. A couple of doubles, a homer. He's knocked in 8. This is your 8, 9, and 1 hitters. That's ball. Ooh, friendly fire. Somebody sitting on a bucket there at the end of the Junction City dugout just about got taken out. Oh, your 1 strike pitch. Ground ball to TJ Shaw. And throw to first just in time. And a little bit of a double clutch and made it a close play. And there's 1 down for Ian Luce, the center fielder. Luce, a 184 hitter on the summer, a couple of doubles. Has homered once and knocked in 5. And he'll single right up the middle. be the second hit for Junction City, one time through the lineup. So loose aboard with one down, back to the top to Gannon White. White struck out leading off the ball game. Had a good at-bat. Did get the count full first time around against Tyler Clements. And fastball. I'm going to go with high. 1 ball, no strikes. We certainly saw a slider at that height or higher. A little bit earlier, got a strike 3 call on. That one is outside. It's 2-0. White was showing bunt. And high throw to first. He able to pull it down without any trouble. Luce does have a good lead at first. 2-0. This could be trouble. A little chopper back to the mound. Then a bad throw. Clements rushed it, and that may get Junction City on the board. It will. It's 1-0 Brigade. On a big error committed by the Backcats. And I know Clements knows how well White runs, just rushed the throw and ends up with a run scoring and another runner in scoring position at second base. The 1-0 Brigade. I'll bring up Chad Pantuso. First pitch he saw, he drove it to the left field fence. One hopped it at the warning track for the double. He shows bunt and sliders way outside for ball 1. Other games today, 6 o'clock start for Hayesville at Hutch. 7 o'clock Newton is at the Wichita Wildcats. And the bunt's popped up and all's in foul territory. 1 ball, 1 strike. White out at second, 1 down. See if Pantuso is squaring again. He's not, and fouls it straight back for strike 2. And the Backcats 2-0 against Junction City this year. Winners at home 10-8 and on the road 8-5. Facing an early 1-0 deficit here, top of the third. As a grounder foul of third. Clements, boy, you could use that 4 strikeout of the ball game right here. That one will miss low. It's 2-2. Gabe Yonto to follow. And the Brigade coming off an impressive win yesterday, 9-0 at the Cannons. Or excuse me, at home versus the Cannons. 2-2 is high to Pantuso. On the first inning, Clements went full on 2 of the 4 batters he faced. Had a very quick 1-2-3 inning in the second. And your payoff to Pantuso is way outside for ball 4. That's walk number 2 for Clements. Runners at first and second base for Gabe Yonto, as now you've got Fontana and Shaw making a little visit to the mound. Yonto walking his first plate appearance, also getting a stolen base. This will be the first back-to-back days against the Brigade. Fat Cats will travel to Junction City tomorrow for a 7 o'clock start. Yonto will take high for ball 1. This is where early in the game you really want to try to minimize this. That'll be outside ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. And that will bring an official mound visit from head coach Roger Ward. Clements typically very good strike thrower. 24 strikeouts to 6 walks coming in, 4-to-1 ratio. Today he's got 3 strikeouts and 2 walks. And he's got 1 down with runners at first and second. Now a 2-0 count on your number 3 hitter, Gabe Yonto. The Batcats currently set in 4th place in the Jayhawk. And they have got the meat of their schedule right now after falling 2 in a row to Derby, 2 with Junction City. Then you got Hutch and Hayesville. So after the conference, the 2-0 swing and a miss. Took a little something off that one, came in with it. And 2-1. Clements to the plate, misses inside for ball 3. Kyler Horseman, the DH, is coming up next. Three 3-1. Oh, I'm going to have to go with low, ball 4. And that loads the bases. And now it is Kyler Horseman who Clements got looking first time around. And the Brigade looking to open up a little bit of a lead here. Bases loaded, 1 down, at the top of the third, 1-0 Brigade. Grounder fair of third is going to be at least 2 runs in. And the throw will come into third, and safe is Yonto. So it's a 2-run double for Horseman to make it 3-0 Brigade. And they are not done yet, second and third. For Peyton Fergans. He led off the second inning. First pitch he saw, he flew out to deep left field. Well, Clements, the second and third, going to go back to the windup. Breaking pitch, strike 1. This is the 7th batter of the inning, and still just 1 away. It's off the end of the bat. It's going to fall into left center field. One run is in, 4-0 Junction City. They held up Horseman at third. So that sets up runners at the corners for Eli Kellogg, the catcher. Kellogg, first pitch he saw in the second inning, flew out to center field. He had 2 pitches and 2 outs in that inning. First pitch in there for strike 1. See what kind of lead if Fergans gets at first. Decent lead. And shallows it up a little bit. Check swing. And the appeal say no, it's 1-1. It did not look like it. Up and in, ball 2 to Eli Kellogg. 2 balls, 1 strike. Braden Harpole to follow. Ground ball foul of third. And your count's 2-2. So far, a 4-run inning. Still just 1 down. You're on batter number 8. Had a big error in the inning and a couple of walks. And throw over to first. Clements with the 2-2 runner moving for first, and the pitch is fouled back and out of play. And also a big thank you to Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider for the Great Bend Backcats. See maybe how quickly they can get the Peanut Brazel, his hamstring fixed up. He's out today after having a really nice game yesterday at Derby. 2-2 pitcher runner moving again. Foul ball caught by the catcher, Fontana. That will be out number 2. And brings to the plate Braden Harpole, who struck out ending the second inning. Harpole playing at Seminole State. And takes outside ball 1. Clements with the 1-0. And Shaw, diving stop at short, throws to first. Yee will dig it out for out number 3. Boy, Shaw saving a run there with the diving stop to end the inning. But 4 runs will score in the inning on 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 left. So as we head to the bottom of the third, it's now Junction City 4, Great Bend at nothing. You're watching Great Bend Backcat Baseball. Bottom of the third inning, 4-0 Junction City. Tony Moore, Caleb Cowan, J.J. Fontana coming to the plate for the Backcats. As Tony Moore will lead off hitting .280. Got a triple, couple of homers. He's knocked in 9. As we mentioned before, he missed most of this last week with family obligations and a wedding. He was starting to warm up here in the summer. Ruler's first pitch is bunted just foul of third. Good idea, but it goes for strike 1. And Ruler so far, and he's faced the minimum, has 1 walk and has struck out 3. And the 1 strike pitch. More fastball called strike 2. Plate umpire called that right at the lower level of the strike zone. Kellogg pulled it back up a little bit. And the 2 strike pitch misses low. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Ruler a long time between pitches. Fastball swing and a miss. He'll have his 4th strikeout. And out number 1 here in the bottom of the third, bringing up Caleb Cowan. Hitting .262, 4 doubles. He's knocked in 6. Playing in his 16th game. There's the slider clipping the outside corner, strike 1. Fouled right off the end of the bat, came back to the same pitch. And it's 0-2.
Charge! Hey, I saw somebody's hand raised. That's cool.
And the 2-strike delivery. That is outside for ball 1. So after the leadoff walk in the first for Umphris, Ruler has retired 6 straight. This one shot towards the right center field gap, long run, and a diving catch is made by your center fielder, Ian Luce. Will be out number 2. Bringing to the plate the catcher, J.J. Fontana.
Number 12, J.J. Fontana.
Fontana hitting .184. 3 doubles. He's driven in 6. Fastball either low or outside. It's 1-0. When you see the double clutch by the catcher, you know he was expecting a strike call. And he gets one there on one well outside, it looked like. And now it's 1 ball, 1 strike. And this breaking pitch down and away. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. 4-0 Junction City. Backcats, base is empty, 2 down, bottom of the third. And 2-1 up top for ball 3. Montana reaches. Lineup would go back to the top to Carson Umphris. Which it will. Low ball 4. That's Great Bend Recreation Commission with the walk. And back to the top to Carson Umphris, who also walked. Led off the home half of the first.
Number 22, Carson Umphris.
Fastball down the middle for strike 1. That slides Kyle Walker into the on-deck circle. Fastball called strike 2 on the outside corner. It's 0-2. And the 2-strike fastball well above the belt. Montana at first, 2-out walk. And fastball down and in. It's 2-2. Montana just modestly creeping out a little bit better. Ruler will come to the plate. And a backdoor slider called strike 3. No runs, no hits, 1 left. We go to the 4th. Junction City 4, Great Bend nothing. You're watching Great Bend Batcat Baseball. Top of the 4th. Sawyer, Tolk, Ian Luce, Gannon White, right where the Brigade started that 4-run 3rd inning. Let's see if Tyler Clements can kind of right the ship here. Tolk grounded out to short to start the 3rd inning. And he will take strike 1. And there was 4 runs on 3 hits and an error, a couple of walks in that 3rd inning. Breaking pitch popped up right side. Gonna just get out of play. So it's 0-2. And Fontana ready to throw down the third on a pitch. I'm going to have to say low. It's 1-2. There was kind of a half swing. Did he get a piece of it? He did. And it'll stay 1-2. Again, Tolk, Loose, and White coming to the plate. Again, 4 runs have come on 4 hits in the game for Junction City. 1-2, breaking pitch called, strike 3. That will be strikeout number 4 for Clements. 1 down in the top of the 4th, bringing up Ian Luce. He singled and scored a run in the 3rd. Fastball inside, ball 1. That loose single in the 3rd was one right up the middle. 1-0 foul back and out of play. Same 2 teams tomorrow at Junction City. The traditional 7 o'clock start. Oh, I had him way out in front of the breaking pitch, and it's 1-2. We mentioned the stretch of games that starts this week. Day off Tuesday, then the Monarchs in Hutch on Wednesday. The Monarchs here on Thursday. Line drive off the glove. Walker couldn't quite get up high enough. And it'll get in the right center field, and Ian Luce is 2 for 2. So Kyle listed at 6'1", needed to be about 6'3" on that one. Maybe 6'4", he would have had it. That's hit number 5 for the Brigade, and back to the top of the lineup to Gannon White. He is 0 for 2. Now he is 1 for 3. Unless Umphris, a diving attempt that gets into the left center field gap. And it'll be a double for Gannon White. They'll stop Loose at 3rd. And hit number 6. And again, the Brigade in business here in the 4th. Umphris made that play a lot closer than I thought it would be off the bat. And now it's Chad Pantuso. Doubled in the 1st, walked and scored in the 3rd. Is the infield coming in? No, now they go back to regular depth. Breaking pitch inside, ball 1. And the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes. So Batcats so far been out hit 6-0. We're in the top of the 4th. 4-0 Brigade threatening. Fastball catches the outer part of the plate. It's 2-1. Fastball, little chopper foul. Dribbles out of the batter's box, and it's 2-2. Gabe Yonto will bat next. And warm and muggy this afternoon. The wind started to pick up, has really died down. Fastball out into the right side of the backstop. It's out of the southeast. Now that flag out in left field right now is barely moving. And that's again another 2-2 pitch. Pulled foul a third. Clements, Gilbert, Arizona, pitching at Colorado State Pueblo. He's here along with J.J. Fontana. So this is a familiar battery for these two. There's a check swing, pitch in the dirt, and then diving. Did they get him at home? No, the ball came out. The home plate umpire called him out. The ball came out on the slide after the tag, unless they're saying that's when, unless that was after on the exchange out of the mitt. This is going to be an interesting call. They'll bring in the field umpire. If I'm being honest here, I don't know that he had it long enough. I thought tag came down, and then as the mitt started to come off of the body, the ball popped out. Fontana was definitely there in time with the tag. Yeah, that's the correct call. He's safe at home. So that would go down, I believe, as a wild pitch. And the initial call was out, but that ball came out really quick. So that will make it 5-0 Brigade. Now with White at third and a 3-2 count on Pantuso with just one down here in the top of the fourth. Coach Ward getting the official explanation. Quite frankly, I was shocked when I saw the out call initially as the ball was rolling out towards the pitcher. So I think getting together, I think they got that one right. Unfortunately for the Batcats, Fontana unable to hold on to it after the tag, knocking it loose. So it's 3-2 on Pantuso. And Clements will lose him. Ball 4. And that is walk number 4 for Tyler Clements. Runners at the corners for Gabe Yonto is walked in both his at-bats in the first and third innings. He scored a run in the third. Pitch stays down and away from Yonto for ball 1. I think there's some scrambling activity out in the Batcat bullpen. Runner moving from first. Fontana had a trickle through his feet, so no throw to second. That will eliminate your chance at a double play ball. And the count's 2-0 on Yonto. And it's an un-Clements-like performance at this point. Generally really pounds that strike zone. The 2-0 took something off of it. It's swing and a miss. It's 2-1. Rylan Kahn, the lefty, up and throwing for the Batcats. 2-1 in at the feet of Yonto. 3 balls, 1 strike. This one is hit in the air to right center field. Who's going to get there? Pitch is made. It's going to be 6-0. Sac fly RBI for Yonto, scoring White from third. And there are 2 away for the DH. Kyler Horseman struck out in the first double right down the third baseline. It was a 2-run double in the 4-run third inning. So far, 2 runs here in the fourth for the Brigade. Horseman redshirting this past spring at Barton, so he'll be back in the lineup this next season for the Cougars. Horseman takes strike 1. He'll join several of the back cats. Kyle Walker, Eli Lang, Andrew McCarthy, Jacob Field, Tyler Stuhlsatz, Cabe Coots, and Owen Kaiser. Horseman fouls back the 0-1. Two-strike pitch. Swing and a miss. That will retire the side. Brigade will add a pair of runs on 2 hits. And they will strand 1. 6-0 Brigade as we head to the bottom of the fourth with Great Bend Batcat Baseball. Bottom of the fourth inning, 6-0 Junction City. Kyle Walker, TJ Shaw, and Andrew Yee coming up for the Batcats. And it's One Oak, Sarge's Saloon, and Spread Catering afternoon here at Al Burns Memorial Field matinee today. Kyle Walker went down looking back in the first, so his second at bat against Joey Ruler. Slider is outside for ball 1. Ruler so far not allowed a hit. He struck out 5 and walked 2. This one kind of jammed him, fouled out of play, left side. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a ground ball right to Harpole at first. He'll take it himself for out number 1. I'll bring up TJ Shaw. Shaw grounded into a 6-4-3 double play that ended the first inning. There's that slider. He likes the back door. The righties with just outside for ball one. And low ball two. 2 balls, no strikes. Andrew Yee will bat next for Great Bend. And the 2-0 shot in the right field. First base hit of the game for the Batcats. We'll bring to the plate Andrew Yee, the first baseman. He struck out leading off the second inning.
1 on for the one backer. Number 11, Andrew Yee.
That is overall the third base runner now for Great Bend. Throw over to first. Again, Batcats do like to run the bases, but awful hard to do in this situation. And in case need base runners down 6-0. First pitch to Yee, in there for strike one. Elias Leone moves to the on-deck circle. One fouled out of play, right side. It's a Jim Lowe glass foul ball. He trying to capitalize on that Shaw single. Two-strike pitch stays low. Warm afternoon, as you would expect in early July here in Kansas. Low 90s. Humidity ever present with the abundance of rain we've had. Ground ball into left field. On a breaking pitch, breaking out of the strike zone, he able to get around on it, get it in the left field. More back-to-back singles for the Batcats. They'll bring up Elias Leone, who popped out to the second baseman back in the second.
Elias Leone.
So the Brigade will play behind the runners. First pitch to Leone is down and in, ball one. Leone, especially early in the season, about half of his hits were extra base hits. Things have evened out a little bit more middle of the season. Pickoff attempt out at second base. Shaw back in there. And right at a third of Leone's hits have been either doubles or homers. And this could be a double play ball. Tolk to Fergens, over to Harpole. 4-6-3 double play will end a promising inning for the Batcats. No runs, 2 hits, 1 left. We're through 4. Junction City 6, Great Bend nothing. You're watching Great Bend Batcat Baseball. Top of the 5th inning. 6-0 Brigade. Peyton Fergens, Eli Kellogg, Braden Harpole. Coming to the plate, Fergens flew to left in the second, RBI single in the third. And chases a high fastball for strike one. Well, Clements begins his 5th inning of work as 6 runs have been allowed on 6 hits, 4 strikeouts, 4 walks. And he'll miss low to Fergens, 1 ball, 1 strike. We have seen Rhineland Kahn working a little bit in the bullpen. That was foul tipped and foul ball for strike 2. Kahn is the lefty out of Marshalltown Community. Chopper, foul of first. Count stays at 1-2. In 4-run 3rd inning for the Brigade, a 2-run 4th. Another 1-2 pitch that will stay outside for ball 2. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Clements with the 2-2, grounded up the middle. Shaw positioned perfectly over to first for out number 1. Shaw was shading up the middle and able to make the play. And it brings to the plate Eli Kellogg, who has flown out to center and fouled out to the catcher, J.J. Fontana. Again, the middle of the league getting very jam-packed as breaking pitch called strike 1 to Kellogg. Starting a play today, the Monarchs stay atop the conference. So 1 is inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. At 16-5, they are a game and a half ahead of the 15-7 Derby Twins, 2.5 up on the 14-8 Aviators. Ground ball to Shaw. He'll backhand it. Throw to first. There's 2 down. For Braden Harpole, who has struck out and grounded to short. And your Batcats currently at 13-8, but down 6-0 here. Then you have Junction City, 4.5 back of Hutch, 12-10. And it's fouled off on a breaking pitch by Harpole for strike 1. And it's always a huge unknown. It's fastball high. It's 1-1. What the NBC is going to do as far as your Jayhawk teams. You've seen as many, I believe, as 4. Sometimes you've seen just a couple. Just depends on everything else around the country. Is a high fly to left. Cowan underneath it makes the catch. And it's a 1-2-3, 5th inning for the Brigade. So we'll head to the middle of the 5th, 6-0 Junction City. I'm going to give you our trivia question today. If you know the correct answer, text my cell phone at 620-897-7060. We'll give you a big shout out on the air if you include your name. And today's trivia question, I think a lot of people are going to know the answer. Who is the only player in Major League Baseball history to win the batting title in 3 different decades? And just can you name the years in which this player did it. That's kind of a little addendum on there. Again, he's the only player in Major League Baseball history to win the batting title in 3 different decades. Again, 620-897-7060. So the Batcats will be sending to the plate Luke Nohenick, Tony Moore, and Caleb Cowan to the plate. Another inning of work for Joey Ruler, who had only thrown 1 inning. At least that's all that showed up in the stats coming into today. Has pitched very well today. Allowed his first couple of hits in the last inning, but again, induced a double play ball to get out of the inning. Luke Nohenick, he struck out to end the 2nd inning.
Number 14, Luke Nohenick.
Again, a little bit later at 6 o'clock, Hayesville at Hutch. 7 o'clock for Newton at the Wichita Wildcats. There's a ground ball on a bunt and slipping and still getting a throwaway, but easily safe at first is Nohenick with his first hit. Good little ground ball. So the bunt single for Nohenick. He'll be aboard for the third baseman, Tony Moore. Moore led off the third and went down on strikes. So that's the 3rd hit for the Batcats. First pitch is a called strike to Tony Moore. Nohenick, just a decent lead. Again, down 6-0. You need base runners. Breaking pitch outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Following Moore will be Caleb Cowan and J.J. Fontana. Chopper up the middle. They'll get the force at second. That's all you're able to get is flip to Hergens. It's a fielder's choice. As Moore replacing Nohenick at first. And there's 1 away for Caleb Cowan and the left fielder. Cowan flew out to center field in the 3rd inning.
You can give me as many as you want as long as it's only $5.
And Moore gets out to a decent lead. Pitch is taken low ball by Caleb Cowan. Caleb at North Central Texas Community College. He's from Corinth, Texas. Ground ball to third, knocked down. Fantuso, late throw to first, not in time. That'll be the first error committed by the Brigade today, evening out the errors at 1 apiece. Now the batter will be J.J. Fontana. First at bat came in the third inning where he drew a base on balls. That means Carson Umphris, your leadoff hitter in the on-deck circle. Fontana shows bunt, then takes a strike. If there was nobody down, I would think about sacrificing, but I don't know if you would with one down. And again, showing bunt. Going to throw out the second. It's a one strike count. One strike pitch. And ships the bat back, then takes strike two.
There you go, 1-2.
Now you're down and they count two strikes. Two strike delivery. Slider stays high. It's 1-2. Got Moore out at second, Cowan at first. Moore reached on a fielder's choice, Cowan on an error. Another check a second. 1-2 pitch. Chopper to third. Santusa steps on the bag, throws the first. And for the third time in the game, the Batcats will bounce into an inning-ending double play. No runs, one hit, one error, and one left. So we'll head to the sixth. It remains Junction City 6-0, leading the Batcats. You're watching Great Bend Batcat Baseball. Our first Eagle radio call to the bullpen to begin the sixth inning. It'll come for the Batcats, and they will bring in the lefty Rylan Kahn. He was thrown 8 2/3 in 6 appearances this summer. And has allowed 6 runs on 6 hits. 5 of those runs are earned. He's walked 9. He has struck out 8. Ryland again from Marshalltown Community College. And he will be pitching to the 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Sawyer Tolk, Ian Luce, Gannon White. Tolk is 0 for 2. He's grounded to short and struck out. Those at-bats coming in the third and fourth innings. It's grounded foul for strike 1. Rounder 2/3. Tony Moore has it. Lost the dime to Andrew Yee for out number 1. And it brings to the plate Ian Luce. He is 2 for 2. He singled and scored in both the 3rd and 4th innings. Luce playing out of Washburn University. He will take low ball 1. Well, there's that looping curveball. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. On's 1-1 will be grounded into right field for the 7th hit for Junction City. And a 3rd hit for Ian Luce, batting out of the 9 hole. He's 3 for 3 today. And back to Gannon White at the top of the lineup. A couple of runs scored on a 1 for 3 day. Struck out, reached on an air, and doubled. White playing at Cloud County Community College. And we'll take ball 1. And the breaking pitch outside, 2 balls, no strikes to Gannon White. He'll be followed by Chad Pantuso. And the breaking pitch catches the outside corner. A lot of confidence in that pitch from Ryland Kahn to throw it down in the count 2-0. And 2-1, called strike 2. And big thank you to One Oak, Sarge's Saloon, and Spread Catering. All being game sponsors this afternoon. There's a little flare into left center field going to fall in. And it's going to end up being a double. Second straight double for Gannon White. And overall hit number 8. And the Brigade with runners at second, third, 1 down, already up 6-0, top of the 6th, looking for more. As Pantuso is 1 for 1. He doubled in the 1st, walked and scored in the 3rd, walked again in the 4th. That cat's going to bring the infield in as Pantuso takes low ball 1. Now Fontana coming to the mound, and now so is Coach Ward. I'm wondering, this is just a check on Con. He's kind of favoring his hand a little bit. Keeps wiping his hand down on the grass. So a momentary delay. bringing something out. Paper towels. Again, our next home game, free meals starting at 6:30 this coming Thursday, July 10th. And a 7 p.m. start. The Batcats will host the Hutchinson Monarchs. So make sure to come out for that game. Still looking for a correct guess on our trivia question today. My cell phone, 620-897-7060. Named the only player in Major League Baseball history to win a batting title in 3 different decades. And just for kickers, can you name the years they did it in? So the Batcats will travel to Junction City tomorrow and play the Brigade again. And they'll start at 7 tomorrow night. Tuesday off at the Monarchs. Wednesday home for the Monarchs. Thursday, Friday they will play the Cannons. I'm not so sure on the 12th. There's a makeup game also at the Cannons. And then back here next Sunday, the 13th. I think that's 3 in a row with the Cannons. It'll be a 3 o'clock start a week from today. So they're giving Kahn a chance to throw a couple pitches. They'll get him some water. I don't know. I think it was a issue with his hand. I don't know. And this kind of humid weather, I know I have a dickens of a time keeping my hands dry enough to grip stuff because of the humidity. And I'm wondering if there's something like that going on. But now it looks like I'm not so sure he doesn't have some paper towel stuck up his nose. He may have a bloody nose, is what we're looking at. So I think they've got that under control, and he will stay on. And the count on the batter, Pantuso is 1-0. With White at second, Loose at third, and 1 down. 6-0 Brigade, top of the 6th. And then a near wild pitch. Fontana able to scramble to it to keep the runners right where they are. Two balls, no strikes. Gabe Yonto will bat next for Junction City. Sharp grounder, foul at third. Counts 2-1. The 2-1 pitch down and in. 3 balls, 1 strike. Now the 3-1. Chopper foul towards the third base dugout, and the count's full. Brigade play at Raythert Stadium, and if memory serves me correct, that's the old minor league ballpark in Junction City. It's a beautiful stadium. Fun place to see a ball game. And his outside ball 4 to load the bases. First walk for Rylan Kahn. And I'll bring up Gabe Yonto, who's 0-4. Well, not an official at-bat. He walked in the first and third innings, scored a run in the third, then he had a sac fly RBI in the fourth. So 0 for 0, but a run scored and a run driven in. And was that fair or foul? Just foul. Or it would have been at least 2 runs in down that first baseline. Gone to the plate. This is pulled down the right field line. It is a fair ball. This may clear the bases. 2 runs are in. They will hold the runner at third on a 2-run double. Yonto almost strayed too far from the bag, but gets back in safely. It's 8-0 Brigade. They are pounding out the doubles today. That's either their 4th or 5th double. I got to go back and look. Now we'll bring to the plate Kyler Horseman. He's got one of those doubles. It was a 2-run double in the 3rd inning. He is 1 for 3. His other 2 at-bats, he's gone down on strikes. So take high ball 1. He's batting with runners at 2nd and 3rd. 3 hits in the inning. 2 have been doubles and 1 walk. Way high. 2 balls, no strikes. First base is open. And off speed outside. 3 balls, no strikes. Spencer Strecker throwing in the bullpen for the Batcats. And Horseman swinging 3-0. Gets out in front of one and pulls it out of play. That was not a good thud. Could be a Jim Lowe glass call there on that foul ball. And now your count's 3-1.
All the way back. Here you go, Cap.
And inside ball 4 is going to reload the bases. And that's going to bring in another Eagle radio call to the bullpen. It was a rough 3rd of an inning today for Rylan Kahn. And he gets through just a 3rd. With 2 walks, he gave up 3 hits. And all runners, his responsibility. Spencer Strecker, 1 of 2, recently graduated Little River Redskins, and Logan Rinkin on the squad this summer. So, Strecker has thrown 3 innings and 2 outings. He's given up 6 runs on 1 hit. He has walked 5. He only struggled, obviously, as the stats would bear out in those outings, with his control. And when we resume, he'll inherit a 1-out bases loaded situation and face Peyton Fergans. He was 1 for 3, had a 3rd inning RBI single. In a warm, muggy afternoon But you're in the low 90s. Wind is out of the east. It's kind of coming and going right now, blowing about 5 to 10 mile an hour. Much more pleasant when it's blowing a little bit, that's for sure. So Batcats down 8-0 here in the top of the 6th. And a big thank you to Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider for the Great Bend Batcats. And I think they're giving Stricker a little extra time. I don't think he had thrown very many pitches in the bullpen before he got the call. Young man, I believe them. I'll double check. I believe he's going to Benedictine. Yes, that's where he will be a freshman this fall. Oh, Fergens will step in. First pitch tails outside, ball 1. This one popped up. It will get back and out of play. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Initially, when it went off the bat, I thought it might potentially stay fair, but no such luck for the Batcats. Ground ball to first, and it gets by Andrew Yee down the line. 2 runs are in, and they're going to stop the other runner at third. And it is a 10-0 advantage. Now, are they calling that a hit or an error, I guess, is the question mark. You're going to call that the 3rd double of the inning. And the 2nd run double. We'll bring up Eli Kellogg, the catcher. Well, he was way out in front of the breaking pitch for strike 1. Kellogg, the 8th batter of the inning. So for a 4-run inning. Breaking pitch, did he go around? He did not. 1 ball, 1 strike. It sounds like maybe a broken bat. That's going to get a run home. A Shaw to first for out number 2. So Horseman scored. Bergen stayed at second base. So that closes the book on Rylan Kahn. He'll allow 5 runs on 3 hits. And brings to the plate Braden Harpole, who was 0 for 3. And breaking pitch in there, strike 1. Fastball just below the knees. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. This is the second time in the game that Junction City has sent 9 to the plate in an inning. They did it in the 4-run third inning. Breaking pitch will hang well outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Fastball, and that one misses outside. It's 3-1. Harpole reaches, it would then be Sawyer Tolk for the second time in the inning. And Tolk will bat and is in the dirt, ball 4. And back to Sawyer Tolk. There are ground outs and a strikeout. There's 2 down, runners at first and second. And the breaking pitch again misses outside. One at the knees, a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bat Cats are going to have the top of the lineup coming up in the 6th. They have dug an 11-0 hole. And a breaking pitch called strike 2. In second, 2 down, top of the 6th. And a little flare into right field is going to fall in for a base hit. 1 run is in, and it's 12-0. Harpole stopped at third. Brings up Ian Luce. He's got a 3-for-3 game. 3 singles, 3 runs scored. Runner moving from first, no throw. They do throw down to third. And the count, I believe, is 1-0. All right, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0 pitch is inside for ball 3. Had a couple of those things in this game. You just can't wait to get finished. Take all the way. Loose takes strike 1. It's 3-1. Stricker ready, the 3-1. Pulled foul. Count full on Ian Luce. He reaches and back to Gannon White at the top of the lineup. Grounder to first. And stepping on the bag is Andrew Yee. which will end the inning. 11 batters to the plate and 6 runs score. Double check the hits. 1, 2, 3 on 5 hits. There were no errors and 2 left. So we're going to head to the bottom of the 6th. 12-0 Backcats trailing the Brigade. You're watching Great Bend Backcat Baseball. We're in the bottom half of the 6th inning. 12-0 Junction City. Carson Humphreys, Kyle Walker, TJ Shaw coming to the plate for the Backcats. Humphreys walked in the first, struck out in the third. No runs, 3 hits in air for the Backcats. 12 runs, 11 hits in air for Junction City. As Humphreys will take low and away, ball 1 from Joey Ruler. Pitching very nicely this afternoon for the Brigade. That is outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Actually, Ruler, all of his hits allowed in the last couple of innings. Backcats were hitless through 3. Fly ball to right. White is there, out number 1. And brings to the plate Kyle Walker. Walker struck out in the first, bounced out to first in the 4th. The pitch downstairs, ball 1. And a chopper right back to Ruler. When almost pulled our pole off the base. And it is out number 2. Brings to the plate TJ Shaw. Bounced into an inning double play in the first. Spit that one out and then singled in the 4th. Fastball stays a little low, ball 1. Ooh, 1-0. Did that not hit him? It had a weird sound there. And it's going to go down as ball 2. And the 2-0 splits the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1, headed towards right center field, will fall in for a base hit. And it was going to be a double for TJ Shaw, his second hit of the ball game. And the first extra base hit for the Batcats. That's Office Products Incorporated for the extra base hit. And it brings up Andrew Yee. Struck out in the second, singled in the fourth. First pitch bounces right at the plate for ball one. That cat's trying to get on the board here in the bottom of the sixth. Currently a Brigade advantage, 12-0. And at the knees, a low strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Elias Leone in the on-deck circle. He bat in this inning. Inside corner called strike 2. There are 2 down. With Shaw out at second. Couple of checks a second. Wheeler to the plate. Grinder to second. Tolk to first. That will retire the side. With Shaw after the 2-out double, stranded at second. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We'll head to the 7th. 12-0 Junction City. You're watching Great Bend Batcat Baseball. Top of the 7th inning, we will start with a pinch hitter for the Brigade. Keegan McDonald will bat for Gannon White. That's the top of the lineup. And first pitch, ball 1 from Spencer Strecker. Not finding McDonald in my stats. It's a high, deep fly to right. Leone gets turned around just in time, shy of the warning track to make the catch on what is a very long out number 1. And that'll bring a trip to the mound. I was afraid when Leon was trying to spin back and get turned around, he was going to lose his balance, but great job. Keep the balance, and it looks like we're going to have an Eagle radio call to the bullpen. Strecker ends up going 1 inning. Or excuse me, did he get... And he gave up 1 run on 2 hits and walked 1. And I think it's Lane French, if I'm seeing correctly. French is going to Dodge City Community College out of Hoisington High School. And French has thrown 4 1/3 in 3 outings. He's given up 8 runs on 6 hits. He's walked 4 and struck out 4. And still no guesses on our trivia question. 620-897-7060, my cell phone. Who's the only player in Major League Baseball history to win the batting title in 3 different decades? And do you know the years if you know the answer? And if this, we'll tell you the answer here in our next half inning, as we are in run rule territory. It's 10 after 7, and currently the Batcats down 12-0. They're going to have to get busy in the 7th. And French will be pitching to Chad Pantuso, and then it looks like Gus Keller will pinch hit for Yanto in the left fielder spot. So this is the 4th pitcher used for Great Bend. And first pitch fastball called strike 1 to Pantuso, who has a double and 3 walks, 2 runs scored. A chopper, it's going to be foul of 3rd for strike 2. Breaking pitch singled into left field. Hit number 12 for the Brigade. Now it'll bring up Gus Keller pinch hitting for Gabe Yanto. Keller appearing in his 13th game, 174 average on the summer. He has a double and he's driven in 5. Keller out of Emporia State University. Takes outside ball 1. And low and away, ball 2. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Thomas Keener is going to hit for Kyler Horseman. That is the next batter due up. And now Keller takes low. 3 balls, no strikes. 12-0 Brigade, top of the 7th. Fastball catches the outside corner, and Keller will have to go retrieve the bat. He thought it was ball 4. Rewind, grounded to second. Walker to Shaw, not in time to first. So you get the fielder's choice out at second. And that'll give Thomas Keener the opportunity to bat from Ottawa University. Keener has an RBI on the summer. He is hitting 167, getting just his 7th at bat. Fastball missing, low, ball 1. 2 down, runner at first. And in the dirt, count goes to 2-0. Just a little bit of moving around in the bullpen for Junction City. I'm going to guess they're going to give Ruler, unless the pitch counts where they don't like it, a chance to finish this in the 7th. And now Keener has a 3-0 count. And French ready, the 3-0. Missing, low, ball 4. First walk for French. And it brings up the shortstop Peyton Fergens as a 2-for-4 game. His 2 hits, an RBI single in the 3rd. And he had a 2-run double in the 6th. Also came around to score. Breaking pitch down and in, ball 1. That's 5 straight. French has missed the zone. This one flared towards the left field line, is going to fall in fair territory. 1 run is in. They'll hold the runner at 3rd. And that is the 4th run driven in by Fergens. He is now 3 for 5. And back-to-back doubles. So 13-0 Brigade, 2nd and 3rd for Eli Kellogg. He was 0 for 4. He does have an RBI ground out that came in the 6th inning. He goes after a high fastball, fouls it back, strike 1. It's been multi-run innings for the Brigade. 4 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th, 6 in the 6th. And a swing and a miss, strike 2. Looked like French came in with a little bit more of a changeup there. Wind in, the 2-strike pitch. It'll stay high. Braden Harpole would bat next if the inning extends. And a changeup falls into the upper part of the strike zone for a called strike 3. And that will end the inning. Another run will score for the Brigade on 2 hits and 2 left. 7th inning stretch time and last chance for the Batcats as we go to the bottom of the 7th. 13-0 Brigade. We'll be back with your trivia question answer in the bottom of the 7th with Great Bend Batcat Baseball. Eagle Radio call to the bullpen, and Trevor Laughlin will take over for Joey Ruler. Laughlin, 20 2/3 innings. Makes his 8th appearance. Giving up 13 runs on 25 hits. He struck out 19. He's walked 9. For the Batcats. Elias Leone is due up, and it's going to be Logan Rankin to pinch hit for him. Just looked up and saw Logan in there. He'll take inside ball 1. And then strike 1 from Laughlin. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a swing and a miss. Rankin appearing in his 13th game, a 258 summer average, couple doubles and an RBI. Gonna go to Cowley College, checks his swing, and either say he went around or it was a strike. Goes down as a strikeout and out number 1. And a marker will bat for Luke Nohenick. First pitch swinging. Popped up down the right field line. It will get out of play. In our trivia question, who is the only Major League player in history to win the batting title in 3 different decades? And what were those years? This one close to our heart. And the swing and a miss from marker, strike 2. It was George Brett. He did it in 1976, 1980, and then again in 1990. Breaking pitch just missing outside to marker. One this summer is hitting 139. Slow roller towards short. Sidearm throw dug out nicely by Harpole at first. And that will be out number 2. And now another pinch hitter for the Batcats. Going to be Campbell Coleman. Linwood High School product. That's where Coach Ward coaches in the spring. And a 0-1 pitch slice down the left field line will go foul. Coleman getting just his second at bat officially. He's had 3 plate appearances. Breaking pitch, a called strike 3. And Trevor Laughlin makes quick work of the 7th. Records a couple of strikeouts, and that will end the ball game early this afternoon. 13-0. Junction City wins this one. The Batcats are now 14-11 and 13-9 in a conference play. Junction City improves to 15-10 overall and 13-10 in Jayhawk League play. Again, 13-0 is your final. Take a quick break. I'll be back with your final numbers. We'll name our Club 1 Fitness player of the game and look at the upcoming Batcat schedule. You're watching Great Bend Batcat Baseball. $13-0 in 7 innings today. Junction City defeats the Great Bend Batcats. And as a look at your final numbers, 13 runs came on, 13 hits for Junction City. They committed 1 error and left 8 runners on base. 6 innings pitched for Joey Ruler. No runs on 4 hits. He struck out 5. He walked 2. And Trevor Laughlin pitched the 7th. No runs, no hits. He struck out 2. For the Batcats today, no runs on 4 hits. They committed 1 error and left 4 on. Tyler Clements went the first 5, gave up 6 runs on 6 hits. He walked 4. He struck out 4. Rylan Kahn went a third, gave up 5 runs on 3 hits. He walked 2. Spencer Strecker went an inning, gave up 1 run on 2 hits. He walked 1. And 2/3 of an inning for Lane French. 1 run on 2 hits. He walked 1. So in 7 innings, Batcats walked 8. They walked 10 yesterday against Derby and hit 3. So pitching has struggled in the last couple for sure here for the Batcats. So again, no runs, 4 hits, 1 error, 4 left for Great Bend. And 13 runs, 13 hits, 1 error, 8 left for Junction City. Now it's time to name our Club 1 Fitness Player of the Game. That today is going to be TJ Shaw Jr. He had half of the hits today. Shaw had a single and had the lone extra base hit. That was a 6th inning double. So TJ Shaw is today's Club 1 Fitness Player of the Game. So again, your upcoming schedule for the Batcats, they're going to go to Junction City tomorrow to finish off the season series against the Brigade at 7. Wednesday at 7 at the Monarchs. Back here Thursday. Free meal starting at 6:30, 7 o'clock start for the Friday at the Cannons. And I also believe July 12th is the makeup date. Also at the Cannons. And then a week from today, we'll be back here for the Kansas Cannons. Again, another matinee at 3 o'clock a week from Sunday. Again, a big thank you, One Oak, Sargis Saloon, and Spread Catering for being our corporate sponsors today here at Al Burns Memorial Field in Great Bend. Again, a thank you to Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider for the Great Bend Batcats. So a rough afternoon for the Batcats. They'll get the day off tomorrow. They'll go to Junction City tomorrow and then get the day off on a Tuesday. So 13-0, your final today. Junction City wins it in 7 innings. So the Batcats, boy, they're getting into must-win situation are now 14-11 overall, 13-9 in the Jayhawk. And Junction City 15-10. They're 13-10 in a Jayhawk play. So again, join us this Thursday just before 7 o'clock for the Batcats and the Monarchs. But for today, saying good day from Al Burns Memorial Field in Great Bend. This is Scott Hogan. God bless. We'll see you Thursday.